everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabby.
And I'm Pat, and we are here to talk about wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto.
So it's been a hot topic, and especially on our live videos, everyone wants to know why our larger screens, mainly the 10.25 inch and the 12.3 inch displays on Kia and Hyundais, don't have wireless CarPlay from the factory.
So one of our customers who watched our YouTube channel, happened to then buy a car from us, said, listen, I think you guys should do a wireless adapter and try it out and do a product presentation. So that's what we're doing in this video. So I have the Garland kit. Bought it off of Amazon. It was a little over $100. And Gabby, what do you have?
This is the Carlimkey Wireless 2022, newest version new.
Okay, and from what I remember, that was about $70 on Amazon. All right, so let's open the boxes and see what we get inside. Still working on it.
Okay, you have an instruction manual. We're gonna ignore that because we'll show you guys how to install it. And then we have our USB-Cs, our USB, and then your plug-in that goes into the adapter. And then your little adapter right here.
Okay, so similarly, we've got a small adapter, and we've got a USB and a USB-C in our instruction manual. So far, they're pretty much even.
Yep.
Let's see what setup's like.
All right, so me and Pat are gonna hop into each of our cars, show you how to set it up, and then we're gonna drive for a week. And then we'll cycle back with the reviews at the end of our week.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, everybody. So we're gonna just walk through setup on my wireless Bluetooth Apple CarPlay adapter. And so basically I've just connected the cord to the head unit. I've got my phone. I'm going to connect it where I typically would connect my cord for Apple CarPlay. Okay, and I guess the only thing is that we've got a little adapter here that's going to kind of be in the way. But you can see that a red light's gone on, and now the radio's saying reading USB, and it's trying to take us to Apple CarPlay. So you need a Bluetooth connection. So I am going to click search. I did set it up once before, but you can see on my device that the Kia 422D, and so I'm going to connect to that. And now it's asking me on my phone to use CarPlay. And we are wireless. So that setup literally took 20 seconds. That was super easy. Okay, Gabby, let's try yours.
All right, guys, so now we're in my car. I have the smaller screen, but still, this screen does not support wireless CarPlay or Android Auto. Every single time I want to use it, I have to plug it in. Honestly, it doesn't bug me that much, so I'm going to see if the wireless impresses me. So let's unplug this device. And then my Carlimkey, I've plugged in the adapter into the unit, and then I'll plug in the USB to where I usually plug in my phone charger. So on your vehicle, it's going to be the USB port that actually says USB underneath, not the one that shows the little lightning bolt for charging. This one will actually transfer media over. So we have it plugged in. My car says reading USB, Apple CarPlay and related content. It's going to give you this warning. You press OK. And now Apple CarPlay is connected. I believe it's going to connect to my phone right now. So let's just try with Pat's. So SmartBox B45E, I'm guessing that's what it translates to. We're going to press pair, allow my contacts and favorites. And then here, we should be able to press CarPlay. Yep, so Bluetooth SmartBox 45E. It'll just take a second. See if we have to click anything. It's really good. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have wireless Apple CarPlay. The setup was definitely a little bit more difficult on this one compared to Pat's, but let's see if it works quickly. It seems to translate very well, so just as smooth as what the connection would be like with wired. And I can still go back to my regular Kia menu right over here. Oh, that was a little bit laggy. It froze. I guess this is a very honest review. There we go. Let's see if I can get back now.
So this one is definitely, so far from what we've seen, a little bit slower than the first one. But I guess we'll give it a try over the next week and see what works.
Yeah. I'll report back, of course, with my honest feedback. Like I mentioned, I have nothing against wired CarPlay, so I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Pat will also tell you the truth. We'll also see if media transfers the quality as well. So listening to music, Pat only listens to podcasts, so I'll be the music, the music guru here. If the quality is still the same, we'll see you guys in a week.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hey everybody, so we've been using the wireless CarPlay adapters for the last week. Halfway through the week we switched, and so right now I'm going to show you this one. It's super small.
One?
Yeah, I can't read it.
Karlimke?
Karlinke, yeah, that's right.
That's what I called it at least.
Okay, and so what I found was it wasn't hard to set up, but it wasn't super easy. So on setup I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It takes a few minutes, well, maybe 60 seconds to connect. So connection time, I'd also give it a 7 out of 10. As far as how well it works, I did notice that when I was driving with my phone and it was in the wireless charger, that it would, in a 10-minute drive, it would drop 4 or 5 times after about 5 or 6 minutes of driving. And so as long as you don't put your phone on the wireless charger, then it works pretty good as far as speed and connecting quickly. It seemed to move fairly quickly. You can pick your music. Yeah, and yeah, away we go. So I would give this one overall a 7 out of 10.
Hi everyone, it's Gabi. So we're back in my car and it's been a week with both CarPlay adapters. Like Pat mentioned, we switched. So I started with the Karlimke and now I have, what's this called? The Garland kit. I didn't like either of them particularly. Now it does work, so if wireless CarPlay is an absolute must for you, this does work. However, I did notice I listen to music a lot. Whenever I'd go to change a song, it would definitely take a bit longer to go to the next song. And then also skipping ahead in a song or pausing it, it was delayed. On the phone, I didn't talk too much on the phone in my car because I like to enjoy my drives. But I did find the connection was, they were asking like, repeat yourself. So the connection wasn't as good. I didn't have it completely disconnect, but I did have it kind of break the audio for a second. So if I was midway through a song, it would pause or stop for a second or two and then continue. That was what I didn't love about it. Now, one thing I wanted to show is I'm a big fan of wired CarPlay simply because when I get into my car, the first thing I do is plug in my phone because it's always dying and because my wireless phone charger has a little car in there. So I plug this in and 2 seconds, it says reading USB, Apple CarPlay is connected. Sorry about that. So as you can see, I have my CarPlay set up, just wired. I have my phone with me at all times, and it charges faster than if it was in a wireless charger, so it's a double win for me. And the connection's it's fast. It's super fast, and it never stops for me unless this kind of gets pulled out, but that's never really an issue. So I find as long as you have a good Apple or Android phone cable, you should have no problem with wired. It's super smooth.
Okay, Gabi, so we know that wired CarPlay is more what you want. You're not really looking for wireless.
Yep.
But of the two, everyone, if you want to take a look, what did you like better?
I found this one was definitely smoother.
Okay.
Also, it's just, I like how it's carbon fiber-ish. It looks a little bit more sleek too. It's not that it's a big deal, but this one was a little bit better.
Okay, so this one was a little over $100 on Amazon. This one was maybe $70. This definitely works. Setup is a little bit tougher. Setup here is more intuitive, and I had trouble with this one dropping, whereas this one, it dropped once. And I did, like I mentioned, I did realize that you just can't put your phone in the wireless car charger, and it seems to work. So I would continue using this one.
So one thing I think may be different on both of these, I wonder if our previous models that didn't have wireless CarPlay but still had the smaller screens, if this would work even better there. Do you know what I mean? Rather than a 10.25 and 12.3. So let's say, for example, a 2021 Kia Forte that doesn't have the option for wireless CarPlay on the small screen, maybe this would work perfect. We should do a follow-up video.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways,
we'll see you in the next video then.
This one. This one's not bad.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. We're doing lives every weekday at 2 p.m. where you can find more Kia and Hyundai content. See you then.
Bye.